We lost a foal. We lost a foal last night. It was around 9:30 p.m. I was in the back taking care of the standard Shetlands. My wife called me. She asked if Stormy was okay, if Isolde was okay. Nobody was having their baby. I had just checked on them. Everything was fine. About 45 minutes passed. I went to go get the minis, take them back in, and Stormy had already started giving birth. She had gotten the foal out about halfway, but when I went to go check on the foal, it was already dead because it was breech. Obviously, I called my wife. She came out straight away, and at this point, we had to save the life of the mom. The baby had to come out. We started pulling, but it wasn't coming out. Something was really, really wrong. My wife looked up really quickly on the internet. By the way, I was trying to call the vet the whole time. They weren't answering. None of the vets were answering their phone. In fact, even the emergency vet, they weren't answering. I had to keep calling and calling and calling, but they weren't answering. We tried to remain calm in this situation. We've been through situations like this before. Who can we call? What can we do? My wife started looking up on the internet what type of breech it could be, what type of dyssocia, and she determined that it's probably this kind where the two back legs, or one of the back legs, is stuck underneath their belly. They're supposed to be out behind them and not stuck underneath their belly. And she said, try and reach under his belly and see if you can feel a hoof there. And I did, and I could feel a hoof there. I couldn't feel a second one. She said that she could feel a second one, but yeah, basically it's called the dog position, where the two back hooves are stuck against the pelvis of the mom, and yeah, it can't get out. No matter how hard you pull, it can't come out. But I tried pushing the hoof back in, and I did. And I pushed it back further into the mom, and you think at that point that we'd be able to pull it out, but no, that didn't help. The whole time I'm trying to call an emergency vet, I'm trying to call other vets, nobody's answering. It became a really, really dire situation. So we brought her back to the stable, put her in a stall, tried to get her comfortable, and finally I got a hold of one of the vets, the emergency vet, and they said we'll be out there in about 30-40 minutes. And we tried a little bit more to try and get it out, but it wasn't working. We put a bunch of gel, we had a bunch of gel, and it wasn't. It's ultrasonograph gel. It wasn't working. We couldn't do it. After about 40 minutes, the vet got here, and they went in, and they had the gel, the ultrasonograph gel, but they had a lot more of it. And they took a tube and they inserted it inside of Stormy, and they just started pumping her full of this gel because this foal was really stuck. Fortunately, they did get him out. And I thought that this foal was going to be small because Stormy is small and Spot is small. You would think a small foal. No, his legs were really long. So, yeah, that sucks. Fortunately, Stormy seems to be doing well. She's laying down more often than usual. Obviously, she's in a lot of pain, but she's in pretty good spirits. She's quite happy. You pet her, you give her carrots, do tricks with her. She loves doing tricks, and she's all right. She'll lay down for a bit and she'll stand up and eat. We're watching her condition. We don't want her to get any kind of bacterial infection. But yeah. This is Isolde. Isolde's about to have her baby. She's really showing signs. Her udders are really full. Her vulva is quite long. She's soft here. Yeah. So she's gonna have that baby. I think she's gonna have it tonight. So. Yay, no sleep. And here we've got a camera. She's under constant observation. Even if I'm not around, my wife can watch it from work. I try and not leave too much, but you know, sometimes you have to. And this is Savannah. She's supposed to have her baby pretty soon. We're watching her pretty closely under observation. Any day, Havana. Come on, any day. That's Havana's camera right there. That one's cool because it can like spin around. So yeah, it sucks. It sucks being a breeder sometimes.